Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm JohnnyMaverik and this is the Book of Unwritten Tales. So, we finished our chores with Wilbur. We've gotten all the supplies it needed to make his journey to Seastone. The helmet, the map, and the parachute. And helped his granddad fix his weird grenade missile launcher thing, through which he fired us out, hopefully to Seastone, but something tells me he's gonna bit a bit off with that. And now we're playing with Evo or Ivo. I'm not entirely sure how to say her name. It's spelled IVO, but there you go. And we have to go and get the book of Destiny, and also take it to Seastone to give to the Archmage. The Archmage seems to be kind of like the focal point at the moment. So we might as well take a look around, talk to the bird, I guess. So look at the scarecrow.
A tatty wonky scarecrow. Its clothing has been nibbled by mice.
Alright, a bit judgmental.
The hat has something about it.
Ooh, does it? Maybe we should be getting that hat.
Why is that scarecrow not scaring you? Yes, certainly. And how?
Hmm?
Normally you're the first to take flight. Do you have any idea which artifact could be so powerful that it could make someone into the ruler of the world? No, that's been lost to the depths of the ocean.
Right. Would it help if we could actually understand what the
No,
bird
that's
was
been
saying?
thrown back into the same fire that was used to forge it.
Right. Good?
No, I haven't got a clue. It must be something that no one bargained for. Something that no one has ever looked for. It'll be in the Gremlins book.
It's the Book of
If only
Destiny.
I had it already.
Oh, right, so the book has details on the
Good luck, little one.
thing.
And don't
Could
get up
it
to
be
any
the ring?
mischief.
Can we...
A scarecrow that doesn't even...
Yeah, but I thought you said that hat was important. Alright, let's have a look at the well.
The groundwater is only a few meters down in
Bear
this
the hat in
region.
mind.
Presumably the well isn't very deep.
Okay. Cool.
The well rope is fastened to the windlass. It doesn't look particularly strong. The well rope is
So the well rope must be important because that's stuck around. Oh, what we got? Stone discs. Ah.
I'd say this is a pretty basic millstone.
Oh,
Rain
right,
is
it's a
tipped into
millstone.
the hole
Fair
above,
enough.
and you then turn the upper stone. The flower then comes out of the side.
Ah, very clever.
I'd say this is the flower,
And also important because I haven't disappeared either. Let's have a look at the stack of wood.
a pile of logs. There is no way that MacGuffin will get through the winter with such a small amount, not even autumn.
Well, luckily he doesn't need to get through the winter because he's been kidnapped. Yeah, take a bit of the kindling. Why not? You never know when you need a bit of log.
3 should be enough.
So what do we got? Oh, that's all we got is firewood. Aha, watering can. That could be
An
useful.
old watering can made out of metal. It's small even by gremlin standards.
Right, have that. What else we got around here? We got some pumpkins. I doubt they'd be useful, but you never know.
A pumpkin patch. Not particularly well cared for. Presumably MacGuffin spends a lot of time buried in his books and not enough time in his garden.
Some undergrowth. What could that be covering up a window?
There's a stone in the undergrowth. There's something written on it, but I can't see what it is.
Why don't you pick it up and
That
have a
could be
look?
little gravestone.
Oh.
I can't remove the undergrowth with my bare hands. It's very dense. And
Really? Right, so we need something to remove the undergrowth with, and I don't think either of those things is going to help as much. So, chimney. Oh, there's some weird face over there.
daring structure, and just like the whole house, pretty wonky.
It is actually.
Doesn't
So
look as
it's
if
a nice
it can
house.
last long.
So that's now disappeared, which is good. Ruling out another thing. Wooden construction. That could be
Strange.
useful.
Someone's fitted a wooden shutter in front of the little window.
Well, maybe they didn't let
Looks
the light
like the
come in.
shutter can be opened. It's pretty high up.
So I'm guessing you're going to need something to open it with. Could be firewood? No. And the watering can, I'm guessing, isn't going to work. No. Yeah, okay, never mind. We'll come back to that. Right, with that, seems to be all we have. So the pumpkins still haven't disappeared either. Did you pick one up? Might
The
could use
pumpkin
a
should have been
pumpkin for something.
harvested long ago. Some are already starting to go mouldy.
And there go the pumpkins. Okay. Right, well. A metal frame, that could be useful.
A swinging metal
That should
frame.
get it off though.
You can hang pots or something of that sort onto it and then swing it over the fire.
Ah,
A large brick fireplace. The fire grates on the outside, not inside the house. That's a bit unusual, but it does make sense if the professor doesn't wish to have an open fire inside.
well, yeah, it does. Okay, so we got a
MacGuffin has a
stove.
lot of flammable objects. He presumably doesn't want an open fire and sparks flying around in the house.
That
The
would
warmth
make
will
sense.
spread through to the walls inside.
Very clever. Okay. And I think it's high time we had a look inside. So lots of interesting things, but I don't see how any of it's going to help us get the book. I'm sure that will become clear in time though. Oh dear, let's have a look at the chaos.
Typical bachelor. Everything in a mess. Plates, pots, cups, covered with a sticky mixture of dust and fat. Dead flies. Oh, yuck. I'm definitely not tidying up here. Why hasn't the Gremlin's companion sorted this out?
Because they have more important things to do, like saving the world.
A wooden tub, about half full of water. Oh, great. This has the professor's washing floating around in it. White shirts, grey socks, red underpants.
Well, don't judge. Do you want his underpants? Take that as a no. So look at the small silver thingy.
A small old-fashioned shield. The inside is highly polished.
Have that. For not sure why. No, pick it up. Go on. Okay, so we got ourselves a shield, which could be useful.
The back of
Ah,
the
it's a
fireplace.
stove.
When MacGuffin wanted to heat his food up, he just needed to put it into one of those little stoves.
Very clever. A carrot there. So that still hasn't gone away.
A wooden tub, about half full of water. Oh, great.
No, okay, well I don't know what it's used for yet.
Looks
Aha!
like a very ancient sarcophagus. Oh, strange. There are hinges on it, just like a door.
Okay, well, you try opening it. And out steps a mummy. Oh god, I was right.
Shame. Just a stinky mummy.
Okay.
What have we here?
What are you doing, Mortimer?
What the...
She's not Mortimer.
Did you just speak?
Uh,
You speak?
me? No.
Evidently not.
Yes, you do, quite obviously.
What is obvious?
That you can and do speak.
Oh god.
But of course.
But you just said that you didn't.
Why are you being so strange, Mortimer?
I'm not Mortimer.
Where is Mortimer?
You mean MacGuffin, the gremlin archaeologist who lives here, yes?
What?
Mortimer.
Oh dear.
Yes?
This is getting
You're
more and more
called
confusing.
Mortimer.
No, of course not.
I think we're finished with this conversation.
I agree. I'm gonna
I
shut the
think
door.
you are slowly losing your marbles, Mortimer.
I think he might be right. Goodbye.
Presumably the sarcophagus lacks oxygen.
Oh. Does it mean to lock him in then?
A standard jelly
Right.
glowfish. They're everywhere around here. This one here isn't glowing anymore, and won't ever again.
Oh, it's a dead
Jelly
jellyfish.
glowfish are really quite frugal animals. They need water and a little bit of food every now and then. I guess this one lacked the latter.
Okay. Aha, some tools.
I think these are all the things that the professor uses on his digs. A brush, a little shovel, a sieve.
Well, we could use that to clear the undergrowth from the
I'll
small
take
grave.
the sieve. The rest looks pretty
Oh,
useless.
you've got to be kidding me.
Books, books, and more books. Most are ancient tomes. They appear to be written in just about every language. The
Interesting.
book that MacGuffin told me about is hidden in the cellar. These books
Could it
aren't of
be that one?
interest.
Oh, right, in his cellar. That's his diary or something? I think he's writing that at the beginning of the game. Have a look at that? We can. So it's a small wooden box, pile of documents, stone head, apparently. Okay, let's have a look at his diary or whatever this is.
A large handwritten book. It looks like it's been used a lot.
Okay, let's read it.
It's the Gremlin's diary. Perhaps I'll find some hints about the cellar. Let's take a closer look.
What do we
Who
need
would have
hints
ever
about the
thought
cellar?
It would fall to someone like me, an old archaeologist, to stop this madness. And I didn't find the key to it on one of my expeditions, not in dark dungeons or in fiery mountains. Oh no, I discovered the answer in an old book. He must mean the book that was hidden in the cellar, in which the information
Okay.
about the artifact's whereabouts is written.
Good.
The notes end mid-sentence. I
Well,
wonder why I haven't heard anything from Archmage Alistair yet. I sent Beetle out with a message for him yesterday morning. I hope nothing has... That was the last entry. There are others before it.
well, it was kind of interrupted
What's this at the beginning of this
mid-sentence.
page? Today I have been examining the books that I brought back from the Grindle Mountains. Amongst them was a book about herbs and tinctures. An old herbalist was adamant that I would find a recipe to cure my cold feet in it. What a disappointment, though. Just superstitious nonsense about frog eyes and wool socks.
Wool socks sound
I
like
was
that
just
work.
about to burn the book when I noticed that the volume contained other things. A disturbing tale of a tragic relationship between a magician and his pet sheep Boris, as well as a travel log written by a fairy explorer. The travel log described how the explorer landed on an island in the West Seas whilst searching for undiscovered fairy tribes. He created several very beautiful sketches of the temple ruins that can be found on that island. I will use these to entertain myself and translate the runes he drew. The next
Okay.
entry was made 2 days later. It's only barely legible. The gremlin appears to have been very excited.
Good.
It must be the entrance. The wrath of the gods caused the temple to sink into the ocean,
Not good.
of course. But not all. Not all.
Right.
Ye gods, my hands are still shaking despite the fact that Beetle made me a calming herbal tea before he left. Good old Beetle. He has obviously got no clue how significant my discovery is. I have sent him to Master Alistair, the Archmage of the Humans. He is to hand him a sealed letter. Tomorrow Master Alistair will arrive, and I can unburden myself of this terrible responsibility. I will not be able to sleep a wink. And next, there's the last entry
Oh,
that I
God.
read out before. There's nothing else there.
Right. Okay. Good.
There's nothing more there of interest to me.
Thank God for that. That was quite a lot of interesting stuff. Right. So we got fairies and temples sinking into the sea and lots and lots of angst.
Old parchment and yellowing papers, filled with texts in many different foreign languages.
Please tell me you can't read any of them.
Western,
Oh,
Quenya
dear.
and Sindarin. And technical drawings in Kuzdul.
Could be useful. Let's take them. Which one did she take? Oh, right, she took all of them, apparently. Okay, let's have a look at the little box.
Wooden box. Doesn't look like an antique or anything particularly valuable. It has beautiful workmanship, though.
Good, that could be useful. Open it.
It's locked.
Of course it is. Oh, of course
A
it is.
strange stone head. It's been roughly hewn but has a few fine embellishments. Perhaps a memento from one of the Professor's expeditions.
Perhaps.
It's locked.
Right, do we have anything we could use to open... No. No, we don't. Right, well, oh, hello. There's another wooden
A
box.
stone casket placed in a wooden box. The box looks very cheap. It could be one of those storage containers. The stone chest is decorated with 2 angels and has writing on it too. I can't read it.
Let's have a look. Why not?
What's likely to happen, eh?
Well, exactly.
Sand.
Cool.
Is it me? Or has it just got much warmer in here? The chest is filled to the brim with fine sand. I haven't got a clue what else might be in there. I can hardly sift my way through the sand with my hand.
Okay, well, there you go. You can use the sieve.
There is something in there. A little brass key.
Aha! So, could that little brass key be for the little wooden box? Yes, it could. And inside the little wooden box is
There's a bit of
a
paper
bit
in
of
the
paper.
box. The paper's densely covered with writing. Deus ex machina. The ghost in the machine is the heading. There's also a drawing of a stone figure. At its feet is a vessel containing liquid. Let's take a look. The ghost in the machine is wise to all the secrets of this house. That's what's written here.
Okay.
Blah blah. Pour the fuel into the bowl at the foot of the machine to awaken the ghost. Fuel? Ah, here. Grind the beans and tip the powder into boiling water, then pour the mixture into the bowl. We've already had that bit. You'll get the beans from the machine. Strange. A machine that's meant to be familiar with all the secrets of the house.
Good. I think.
Wait, there is something else. There's a six-sided flat stone hidden under the paper.
Right. Good.
It has something a bit like a knob on the top of it.
Like a stamp?
Nothing else in there. The box is empty.
Okay, so we're done with the box. There's still the mummy, and so could we perhaps use this to collect some? No. Okay. Stone pillar.
Looks like the base for a statue. It's made out of stone and it's covered with strange characters. There's a six-sided indentation on the base.
Aha.
Perhaps the mounting for a statue.
Perhaps. There's also a note on the floor. No, apparently that's not important. Well, I know what we need to do with that. We need to stick this thing in it. Quite obviously. Let's have a little check around first, just in case.
A carpenter's cup. It looks old.
That could be useful. You can put a bit of water in it.
Not really worth a closer look.
Are you? Oh.
Would appear to be a mirror frame. There are still a few broken shards of the old mirror around the edges. The mirror's turned so it reflects the fireplace. Strange. Would appear to be a mirror. The mirror's turned.
Okay, so that's evidently useful. Right, first, let's see what happens when we stick this into here.
Let's see.
Let's see indeed.
Fits perfectly. I wonder if I...
Aha!
How pretty.
What is it? Ooh. So this looks like it's the machine.
Ooh, this must be the ominous machine which is reputed to have a ghost living in it.
Cool.
The vessel at its base must be for fuel.
Must
The
be.
statue has small holes in its nose, and it appears that the mouth could be opened. Hello, you in there, ghost?
I don't think that's
Give
gonna
me
work
beans
somehow.
for your draft.
No.
Oh, mighty ghost in the machine, give me the beans for your delicious, godly draft. Let's look at it this way. If you don't give me the beans, then I won't be able to prepare your stupid draft, and that won't be of any use to anyone.
Oh, apparently that worked.
Why the wait?
Okay, so let's
Beans all present and correct. And what was that about the fuel again? Ah yes, here. Grind the beans and pour the powder into boiling water.
Okay, so we need to get some boiling water, and we need to grind up the beans. So I know where we can grind up the beans. The water, not entirely sure about yet. Oh, actually there's a well outside, isn't there? And then there's the fireplace there. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. So first off, let's grind these beans up.
It works. The beans are being ground to powder. That's it.
Excellent. Right, now we need to work out... flower pot, that could do.
An upturned flower pot made of clay. There's a stone under it. That could be a firestone. That's coming with me.
Excellent.
Presumably
Can I have the
professor wanted
pot
to
as
prevent
well?
the stone getting wet.
Okay, so we got ourselves a firestone. That could be really useful. Got ourselves some wood. We got a watering can, a shield. All very lovely stuff. Right, can we use the
well
rope?
rope is
Because we
fastened
need
to the
some
windlass.
water.
Doesn't look particularly strong.
So use the handle, and I bet the rope's gonna snap.
That was suspiciously easy.
Is there no bucket? Oh dear.
The rope is broken and the bucket's probably at the bottom of the well where it's of no use to anyone.
Well, we do have a watering can. There we go.
That should
Sorted.
hold. Let's give it a whirl.
Hey,
It worked.
water.
This means that I have a gremlin watering can full of water.
Good, good. Now we need to make some fire and boil the water up. So we want to put the wood into the stove, I think.
Once they get going, they'll burn for a few hours.
Okay, and then we want to use the flint.
I can't set fire to logs just with a firestone.
Well,
I need something
why
that
not?
lights easily to get the fire started properly.
Oh dear. How about this bit of paper? No, this bit of paper. Okay, so we need something that will light easily. Something that will light easily. That stuff will probably light. No. Pumpkin. Right, let's try and no, that's not gonna work, is it? Right. Anything else around here? No, no, nothing there. Nothing there. Right, so whatever it is, it's probably either gonna be under that gravestone, which we can't do much with, or inside the house. Let's see if the bird's got anything useful for us. I doubt it somehow, but worth a go. And that wooden
Better
construction
not.
still
I
there.
haven't got any news and he'll only start reproaching me again.
What a git. Okay, let's try and work that thing out.
Strange. Someone's looks like the shutter can be open.
Right. And of course we don't have anything that we could use to open it. Yet. Okay, so let's go and explore the house a bit more. There must be something else in here that we haven't noticed. Got the wooden tub. Nothing round here. We got the mummy. These, nothing over there. Got the machine. Nothing on this side. About over here. And we got the mirror. Yeah, let's try that actually.
Not quite as good as a real mirror, but I can see my reflection.
Excellent. Why did we need to do that?
Looking good, as usual.
Well, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know why we needed to do that. Yeah,
I can
why?
only see myself in a portion of the room in the improvised mirror.
Okay. It looks like it links with that one. Looking down there, maybe? Aha.
What's that? A box with some kind of glass eye. Seems to be hanging directly in front of the gable window. I
Okay.
haven't got a clue what it's for.
I think it's so that light can come through there, shine onto there, and be directed down into this area. What for exactly, I don't know.
What's that? I haven't got...
Right. Is there nothing really that we can do to open it? Oh, and apparently we can't use the stove now either. Oh dear. Oh dear. Now what to do, what to do. So we got our aromatic powder, we have our watering can with water, We just need to find some way of starting that fire up. Let's try the mummy again. See if he's got anything.
Must be that.
So good to see a very strange person.
That was me.
You? Mortimer? Why did you pretend to be you?
Oh
That
dear,
doesn't make
already
any
regretting
sense.
this.
Exactly. Have you done something to your hair? You look so different.
Are you seriously mistaking me for a meter-high, wrinkly, bald old gremlin?
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself, Mortimer. Look at me. I've seen better days.
Oh, I
too.
bloody well hope you have.
I am not Mortimer. Mortimer sent me. I'm looking for a secret cellar. Can you tell me how I can get into the cellar?
Into the cellar? Of course.
We'll go in
And
then.
where is the cellar?
What cellar do you mean?
Oh,
What?
good.
What? You have grown, Mortimer.
Yes, yes. Oh,
Oh, dear.
how we laugh.
Bye bye. Right, so that's not going to help us much. Aha! Dragon skull.
A dragon skull.
corner
It
there.
could have been a horntail, nasty creatures, but there are very few around these days. The last of them are now working almost exclusively as beasts of burden. They've not just lost their viciousness, they've lost their pride too.
Ah, it's very nice.
I can still remember a time when dragons were powerful. That was centuries ago, before they were subjugated to a stranger's will by the power of magic. Once they were brought under control, they were used by the hundred on battlefields. From that, very few of them survived.
And the dragon skull has gone. So that's evidently not what we need. Got a machine. The frame on the wall.
I can only see myself and a portion of the room in the improvised mirror.
So we need some... Oh, there's also the tub of washing.
A wooden tub, about half full of water. Oh, great. This...
Are you sure we can't just... Ah! Silly me, I didn't actually try placing in the stone. So we're going to put the unimaginably valuable documents,
They'll burn well. They're dry as bone.
excellent, into the stove and
Give it a go.
light the fire. There you go. Is the bird saying something?
Better not. I haven't got any news.
Oh. Well, the fire's on.
A crackling fire burns in the hearth. Oh, how nice.
Right, now to boil the water, should we put it in from this side? Ah, okay, put it onto the heating bracket, fair enough.
The watering can with the cold well water is hanging on the metal arm.
Good. Alright, and now we need to turn the holding bracket into the fire.
Let's see.
There you go. And just wait for the kettle to boil. Excellent.
The water's boiling.
Good. So, take the water. Try not to burn yourself.
A watering can full of hot water.
Good. And now we need to put the water and the powder into the small cup at the foot of the statue. And see what happens. So, watering can. Watering can. Powder.
The vessel's a few centimetres deep and empty. There are some brown stains on the bottom.
Excellent. Can I put the... But we have to... read the note.
Beans all present and correct.
Good.
And what was that about the fuel again? Ah yes, here. Grind the beans and pour the powder into boiling water.
Ah, so we need to put the beans into the
Very
watering
well.
can.
The water's turning brown.
Well,
smells
as you'd expect.
lovely. That's the fuel for the machine sorted.
Good. And now put the fuel for the machine into the
And
cup.
woe betide if this whole effort's in vain.
I agree. Ooh.
Hello? You there, ghost. I have to find the secret cellar. Will you help me?
I think that might be a monkey.
Oh no.
Any second now. Oh! Okay, cool. Awesome. So let's have a look at the...
mechanism.
Very clever. Not quite as good as the gnome standy spiral staircase thing, but you know, it's trying.
So this is the legendary secret cellar.
I'm not sure about legendary. Ah, there's another one of these.
The cellar continues on behind these bars. I can't see anything, but I bet that the book's in there somewhere.
Aha, right, clippers. That looks
Guess
useful.
even a secret cellar is in the end just a cellar, and all cellars have gardening tools such as these gardening shears.
Good, take the gardening shears.
As long as I'm not expected to do the gardening now.
Actually, I kind of want you to do a little bit. It's a big wooden staff, that sounds useful.
A staff approximately 2 meters long with a top made of bronze. Looks
Excellent.
like something's missing there.
Oh,
This picture seems to indicate that a ruby belongs in there.
there's a ruby over there. Let's take the staff. Good, stocking up in useful things. Junk.
The sad remains of extinct cultures and of the last camping trip.
Oh.
I can't discover anything of interest amongst this junk.
Okay, so nothing good in the junk. Right, that looks interesting.
A small fat figure. She's holding a mirror above her head. Looks ancient. A small fat figure. She's holding a mirror above her head. Looks ancient.
Can you not tilt? No, we can't. So we can't tilt the mirror at all. There's a mirror over there. Let's have
Picture
a
on
look
a
at that.
stone slab. It depicts a man in a robe with a staff in his hand. A jewel is glinting in the headpiece of the staff. Some sort of light beam shining.
Ah, okay, interesting. Like this stuff. So now what we need is a ruby.
Each of these 3 stone figures by the bars is decorated with a different precious stone. This one here's got a ruby on its head. This figure looks a bit like a dog. One of its eyes is a large ruby.
Any chance you can pull the ruby out?
This bird has an eye made out of a blue
Maybe we
precious
shouldn't.
stone. I think it's a sapphire.
Be a good guess, and I'm take it this is an
The
emerald.
spider has an emerald on its back. Green.
Okay.
Strong iron bars without a door or lock. Behind it is a dark room. I somehow have
Right.
to open the bars.
You do. Can the staff go into that hole in the floor? It can. Now we just need to find a ruby to put into the staff.
This figure looks a bit like a dog.
Okay, that's not helping me much.
No chance. There has to be a secret mechanism to open the bars.
Well, I'm sure there is, but I'm buggered if I know how to make it work. Okay, anything else around here? Not really. Go back upstairs. Still the mirror. Might as well have
Picture on
another
a
look at that.
stone slab. A jewel is glinting in the headpiece of the...
Okay. So we need to find ourselves some kind of jewel. Well, one thing we can now do is clear away those plants that will block us from getting to the small grave, and we'll see how that helps us. So let's use the shears on the plants.
I don't believe it. Now I've ended up doing the gardening.
Well, don't complain, just get on with it.
It is indeed a gravestone.
Let's have a look.
little gravestone made of granite that's got Kinski inscribed on it. A little gravestone made of granite that's got Kinski inscribed on it.
Great, so that's helped us. Oh, we could ask the bird, I guess. We made some progress, so...
Hey, Cheep Cheep, you'll never believe it. I found the secret door and I've been into the cellar. Hey, I could do with a bit more encouragement here, silly bird.
Yeah, good.
Thank you. Yes, I'm sorry, you aren't a silly bird.
I disagree, but never mind.
Good luck, little one, and don't get up to any mischief.
You're not helping much. Okay, so we got the gravestone, which doesn't help us at all. I don't think. Unless... No, I don't think it's got anything to do with the mummy.
A little
Always ask the
gravestone
mummy.
made of
Okay, well... I can't think of anything else to do, so... We might as well go and try out the mummy again. Ah, could we use this? Ah, now that could be... Right, I think we should go and get the staff and see if we can use it to meddle with these things that are too high for us to reach. Okay, so... Take the staff.
I think I'd better take the staff with me. It might come in handy elsewhere.
I'm sure it will. At least I hope it will. Okay, so let's take our stuff and... No, not going to help on that side, so let's try outside. Aha! Looks like we might just about... Yes, good.
Windows open. The last rays of sunlight can enter the house.
Okay. There we go, so we got our shaft
The
of light.
shield reflects the light beam into the cellar.
So let's pop that back down to the cellar and see what we can do with this. So that's now shining down there. I don't think we want to shine it down there.
That's the hole into which one can put the staff. It's about 10 centimeters deep and keeps the staff perfectly vertical.
Is there anywhere moving that stone figure so we can direct it in this direction?
The light beam is reflected by the little figure's mirror, but it's simply shining onto the floor.
Okay.
The light beam is
So you can't move the mirror at all. Right. Can we move one of the mirrors upstairs? So that one we can't mess with. That one we might be able to mess with. That one we can't touch now. So it's all about this one.
The small amounts of light from outside are somehow gathered in this box and exit as a light beam from the glass eye. Huh, not bad. Presumably gnome technology.
Or maybe not. There's still the bloody
A
washing.
wooden tub, about half full of water. Oh, great.
Can we take the bread on the pants and put it into... No, that's not going to help, is it? Alright, let's try the mummy again. I don't think it's going to help, but worth a go. Hello, mummy.
Yoo-hoo!
I know you've never been down there, but there was a staff in the cellar, and there's a precious stone that belongs on the top of it, a ruby. Do you know where it is?
But of course, Mortimer. You asked me to hide it for you.
Aha!
Don't you remember?
Where did you hide it?
I must have forgotten about that.
Tell me.
No. What would you do without me?
I have no
Could you
idea.
please just give it to me? I just need it for a second.
What?
The
The
ruby.
jewel. And before you ask, I mean the stone that you put somewhere safe for me. And please don't tell me that you've forgotten.
How could I forget that? You said it was very important that no one found the stone.
Right.
Oh, okay. Now please can I have it back?
Why would I give a complete and utter stranger Mortimer's stone?
But I am Mortimer.
Don't be ridiculous. You're too tall. Too
You picked your
thin,
bloody moment
too
to
hairy,
realise that.
And you have those
What? Cheeky
those
git.
things there.
Don't even want to know what he's talking about.
I've had enough of this nonsense. Give me the jewel.
Never. Threats will get you nowhere. I'm a karate master.
Likely.
I'm a friend of Mortimer. He's sent me to fetch something out of the cellar.
I have never seen you here before, and I never forget a
Ha!
face.
Yeah, right.
Please, it's urgent.
I
Really
do not
is.
know whether I can trust you. I would only give a really good friend of Mortimer's the jewel.
That's me. I saved his life. Well, maybe.
Really? If you are truly a good friend of Mortimer, then you will be able to give me the answer to the following question.
Oh, please tell me it's about pets.
What color is his underwear?
Oh, red.
Red. He mostly wears red underwear.
That's right. Red silk underwear. But I'm still not quite satisfied.
Aha!
What is his cat's name?
We know that as well.
His cat died some while ago. Her gravestone's outside. Her name was Kinski.
Please tell me
It was
it's...
a tomcat.
Oh. Well...
The poor thing is always so happy playing with my bandages.
Yes, very sad, very sad. But hopefully this proves that I am a good friend of old Mortimer, does it not?
You have only answered one of my questions.
What? You but oh.
Two?
God damn it.
You asked me about his underwear.
But why would his underwear be of any interest to me?
I have no idea.
Come on, don't change the subject. Are you going to give me that jewel now?
No. Not
Oh,
yet.
good. Here we go.
I have one last question.
Okay.
What did Count Grunschfeld or Pieperbock say to his adjutant Henninger shortly before the Battle of Butlerberg?
Huh?
Wrong.
No, I just don't understand what you're talking about.
Me
I
neither.
am a trifle unsure about this too. It is a bit like a coded question.
Right.
Do you know the answer?
Of course. Mortimer told me.
And
Right.
you haven't forgotten it?
No. So, what is
not
the
convinced.
answer?
I am your father. An offer you can't refuse. The answer to your question is 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go with I am your father. Nice classic.
He said, Henninger, I am your father.
What nonsense.
Oh.
I can see dead people?
That was before the battle. No, that's all wrong. Now
okay.
tell me, what did he say to his
Right.
adjutant?
Okay. What did he say to his adjutant?
Grunschfeld made Henninger an offer that he couldn't refuse.
Really? So what did he offer him?
He really
Your
made him
head?
an offer.
No. What
No.
did Grunschfeld say to Henninger?
1, 2, 3. Oh, 2, 3, 4.
234, of course.
Okay.
Oh? What?
234.
was that right?
I know all about that. Mortimer told me many times.
Did he?
234 what?
How can anyone who is a good friend of Mortimer not know that?
But how? What?
234. Mortimer
she just
never
trick
told
him?
you that.
God, it's not very difficult to be
Well,
fair.
yes. 234?
So it turns out that you aren't such a good friend after all then. If you don't even know anything about the 234.
Right, exactly.
Oh, that! You mean that 234?
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
With
So
that
confused.
thingy.
Yeah, the thingy.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I see that you are a good
the
friend
place.
of old Mortimer's after all.
Aren't we all great friends? Give me the
course.
bloody jewel.
Splendid. Now that you've proven that, can you give me the jewel?
At last.
Aha.
Many thanks.
You're welcome.
welcome.
Okay, so we now have the jewel, which is good. We put the jewel into... No, there we go.
Fits perfectly.
Excellent. Now we can go downstairs and put that into the holding place. I mean, presumably the light beam will move as the sun moves. No, actually that doesn't make any sense at all. So now I've got to work out how to move that. But I don't have anything to do it with.
There are strange marks on the figure's pedestal.
Aha!
Looks like the figure may have been turned. I've got
Finally.
to try and turn it back to its original position.
Good, you do. No. Not quite, neither. Oh yeah. Ah, finally. Let's go and get the Book of Destiny.
This must be the secret book.
Yes, it must.
Oh, it's been written by hand and there are several pictures.
And I've no
There are
doubt
a
you're
few
going to read
words
it to
written
us.
in orange ink. That doesn't
Okay.
exist, does it? The
I don't know.
artifact of divine fate. This is serious. I should get this book to the Archmage as quick as I can. As long as
I
I
agree.
don't bump into the sorcerer or his troll, I should manage to make Seastone by midday tomorrow. Shouldn't be
They're
a
going to
problem.
pop out behind it right now, aren't they? Oh,
Uh-oh.
What on earth was that? Was that an earthquake? Or was that the dragon landing? Oh, we finished a chapter. Okay, so... Off to Seastone then, I guess. Maybe we're going to go back and control Wilbur now. Which would be nice, because I like Wilbur better. I know I shouldn't pick favourites, but... he might be a useless short ass little git that throws things away every time he uses them, but at least he's not conceited. What does that say? Throw a 20. Hide bugs. That's always should hide your bugs when you're making games. Very good advice. So I hope the Seastone's worth the wait, because I mean this has been what? 4 episodes now, waiting to get to Seastone. So I'm expecting something pretty epic, and I'm ready to be disappointed. I'm also ready for this loading bar to finish. Ah, thank God for that. So, we are back with Wilbur, because we have the Ring of Destiny. Wait, where is Wilbur? Oh, there's Wilbur. Oh, good shot, Grandad. Ah, well, at least he's got the helmet. Good, good.
Why are you staring like that? Never seen a town guard before?
Probably not, actually.
You're a human, aren't you?
Me? Yes, you could say that. Never been anything else.
Wow.
Amazing.
My name is Bartholomew Anton Shieldhand, Royal Town Guard of Seastone. And who are you?
Wilbur? Call me Underhill. My name is Weathervane, Wilbur Weathervane. You know what? As a Monkey Island fan, I have to go with that one.
My name is Willow Brush Weatherwood.
What kind of a name is that?
I don't know.
It's just my name.
So you
bit
don't want to
judgmental.
tell me your real name then? On a secret mission, are we?
Yeah. Actually.
Where am I? This lovely seaside resort. Residence of the Archmage and home of the sea shanty singers is Seastone.
Ah,
Seastone.
good.
Then I made it.
Excellent.
Absolutely, I'd say. And here's me thinking that the orcs were firing grunts at our walls again.
I have to see the Archmage. It's urgent.
Then I wish you the best of luck. The guard at the upper gate follows very strict procedures. He won't let you through to the Archmage that easily.
Well, I'm sure we can find a way around them.
Is the Archmage even in his tower at the moment?
I'm not allowed to give out any information on that subject. Those
No,
are the regulations.
bureaucracy.
Can you tell me anything about the Archmage? And do you know him personally?
Of course I know him. The Seastone Town Guard is also responsible for protecting the Archmage.
Why does he need protection
think
if
so
he's
too.
as powerful as everyone says?
Well, he's not exactly the greatest of warriors.
No?
No, he's more strange. He thinks about stuff, you know.
Strange. Why does he do that?
Who knows, who knows.
What do you mean by upper town?
Well, the town's divided into the upper town and the lower town. The Archmage's tower is, of course, in the upper town.
Of course.
And what's in the lower town?
The not
Taverns,
so nice
shops,
stuff.
the common people's dwellings. Well, at least they used to live there. Not anymore.
Why not?
Where are the town's inhabitants?
Gone. Lots of them
Oh.
died when the town was besieged, and most of the survivors then went off with Gustav the Handsome to take revenge. That was rather less than successful.
Oh.
And how many people are still living here?
Not so many anymore. If the Archmage hadn't had his tower here, the town would have probably been abandoned.
Sounds pretty sad.
But things will get better. Wait until we win the war, and everyone comes back. Well, those that are still alive.
But if almost no one lives here, who are you guarding?
Very good question.
I'm not guarding the inhabitants, I'm guarding the town. I'm guarding it like my father did before me and his father before him. But not
Right.
his father, he was a blacksmith.
Right.
But his brother-in-law was a town guard, and his father was a baker.
Interesting.
Good.
I have to
so,
go.
all employed then.
I'll get in to see the Archmage one way or another.
Well, I never. I have to get back to my post too. My break's over. So, Willowbrush Weatherwood, who wants to become a pirate, best of luck on your adventure. We'll no doubt bump into each other again.
Thanks, Mr. Shieldhand. See you later.
Smooth. Really smooth. Okay, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to save and give it a break. And to celebrate reaching chapter 2, let's make a new save file, just in case. There you go. Oh, no, I don't want to change the name. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully next time we'll finally manage to get hold of the Archmage. But I'm guessing it's not going to be that easy. But at least we made it to Seastone. And Ivo or Evo should be following along pretty shortly with the book. Unless that was a massive giant that's just landed on in the MacGuffin's house and is going to eat her up. But I doubt it somehow. Otherwise, you know, be a bit pointless having it as a character. So, thanks for watching. I've been JohnnyMaverik, and together we shall save the universe. Or at least save a small gnome from dying, hopefully. I think we can just about pull that off. Goodbye.